Hello everyone! Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I'm Zrook Windcaller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, and your arbiter. And once again, I have a very special guest with me.
Hi, can you hear me?
They should be able to. Ameena is here, and we're going to be going through Tavern Talk today. So sit back, relax, make yourselves at home, and yeah, let's get this started, shall we? There we go. Alright, let's dive right in. But yes, Ameena is here, so y'all be nice. She's watching. And I think we have the perfect emote for that. Where is it? Yeah. Remember, she's watching.
I'll be nice, as long as they're being good.
I'm sure they'll be on their best behavior.
Surprise, motherfucker!
He says as he comes in, as the dragon comes in smashing through a wall. Alright, let's get this started. There we go. Yeah. There. Happy. Hey, Sai. Hello, Red Mage. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Grinex. Hello, Bo and Tara. Hope y'all are doing well. Puts on my Custodes helmet. No promises are made. Alright, let's see. Yeah. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself.
That's what I have your drinks for.
My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to.
I mean, I am pretty good at failing.
You're pretty good at a lot of things.
I try.
I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Who is this posh-looking git? Here, hang on, let me... We're gonna adjust the microphone a bit. Ameena keeps having to, like, crane her neck, so hold on a sec. You see better now?
Yeah, I can see better now.
Alright. There we go. That better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good day to you, innkeeper. I'm not sure what voice to give him. What do you think?
Put a little bit more oomph into it.
Do you have EDF on pre-order? I do! I do have it pre-ordered. Put some oomph in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, can y'all hear both of us? Also, my pen somewhat came back to life, but it's definitely not working the same. Okay, well, at least it came back to life, which
Add
means...
a dash of foppishness.
I will. So it's your pen, not your tablet.
Good.
Give him a Percy Weasley accent.
English fop?
So, yeah, fop and looks down his nose at people. Let's see. I can do that. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? Just snark for snark. What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes? Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. So he just wants some defense. Let's see. See. He wants protection, so protects you from any physical and spiritual harm and cools you down on even the hottest of summer days. It even offers UV protection. What more could you ask for? I could have used that earlier. Yeah, so Ameena and I went whitewater rafting today. I'm pretty burned.
I'm a little burned, but he got the worst of it.
Yeah, on my arms mostly. So, of course, y'all can't tell with these long sleeves, but yeah, I got pretty burned.
The rafting was fun, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was very fun. Yeah, let's go with the Frosted Lagoon because it has protection. One Frosted Lagoon. 3 shots of Constitution. Let's see. 1 shot of Ignis. And 1 shot of Charisma. Good boy, Undo. I learned from the song class of 99, if there's anything you should take from this, wear sunscreen. Yeah. See, liquid protection against your foes, now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly.
Do you like it?
Well, yes, of course.
Then you should say so.
I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud.
I get that.
Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I'm Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. An up-and-coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here.
And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove.
You're Fable?
Yes? Is that a bad thing?
The Fable that saved Tergaren from werewolves? The very same. Wow! What an incredible pleasure it is to meet you! I've heard so many things about you. Good things, I hope. Speak kindly about my adopted elven child. Speak kindly, or Ameena and I will hurt you. No, y'all don't understand. Like, we've made jokes about how I have literally adopted so many characters in the games we've streamed. I adopted all of the Fuga kids. I'm adopting Fable. Like, I don't know. Our family is just multicultural at this, and multi-raced at this point.
The entire forest is pretty diverse.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I forgot to do the thing where you say the words out loud. Intellect Devourer? What's that? Never heard of such a thing. This guy smells of a door. That's a perfect voice, actually. Hold on. You're the Grand Champion.
Oh, good things, I hope.
Yes, good things. Choose your next words carefully, sir. Of course. They say you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family.
That's one way to put it, for sure.
They do have a way with words. Incredible! A true hero indeed! They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well.
I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can.
You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable! What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm, currently leaving my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer.
So he's a bard?
Honestly? That's... You know? Maybe? Backstory era. If he's a bard, that probably has to do with him running away from some kind of commitment, but...
That reminds me of a funny clip I saw once where it's like, so, what are you afraid of? I'm afraid of backstories. Tell me why.
Yeah. Doctor, I'm afraid of backstories. When did this all start? Well, yeah. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Yeah, hasten you up to get the fuck out of my bar. What was that? Nothing.
Don't be so mean to Archie. He's just a foppish.
Not a fan of... But you know me, I'm not a fan of the foppish folk. If they're good, if they're nice people, it's fine, but, you know, pictures say 1,000 words, so...
I can tell, because on Saturdays when we play D&D, I play a very foppish guy, and his character does not have the patience for him.
No, I don't. No, my character does not. Really? That's spectacular! I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? You know, sometimes. Not that much.
You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventures, and books are so full of them.
They are! I'm just too cool for books.
Books are so cool.
You think so?
Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool.
The coolest. Oh, well, actually maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it.
In fact, I'm too school for cool. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like?
Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. Ugh, newsprint. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Dyria negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world. Don't you think? The Dyria negotiations. I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinel rhinoceroses. No, I'm sorry. Spinel rhinoceroses. I want y'all to think about that. Spinel rhinoceroses.
Their horns are probably made out of spinel.
And covered in roses?
No. Well, actually, maybe.
I mean, remember, they're not rhinoceros, or they're rhinoceroses. So, it's not going all that well, because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs. The mainland, or Dyria itself. Hold on. Let me look at the map. So, wait, is he saying, like, isn't Dyria the whole thing? Hang on. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit. Okay, wait. See, when the Kingdom of Faesoa reforms, Dyria joined forces with the new nation in a historic union. The Dyrians are closely responsible for the made trade routes of the Faesoan Sea and pride themselves on their diplomatic accolades and beautiful landscapes. With its moderate climate and endlessly rolling fields, Dyria makes for the ideal travel destination if you're looking for a low-risk adventure.
You see, Thomas, that would be a simple solution, but the thing is, they don't want to pay.
It's diplomacy. Of course you don't... Like, again, the best outcome is where you don't pay. Look, let's see. There were two cities in the Twin Boroughs, an important location for trade.
Now, what I would do in that situation, only knowing the bare minimum. Oh, they can barely hear me.
Oh.
Am I not loud enough?
Try now.
What I would do in that situation is offer to pay for the bridge, but then, like, maintain not ownership, but, like, rights over stuff that goes on with the bridge.
At the end of the day, the main outcome is, like, first of all, I'm trying to find where the bridge is. Like, it's a canal bridge, so I'm guessing, because they talk about the mainland, and I'm like, but the mainland's all the way over here. So, are you talking about, like, the mainland over here, like...
I think it's a bridge to the Highlands that then connects... Oh, actually... No, go back. Actually, I think it's that one
this
to
one.
the right.
This one.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, Twin Borough. There were two cities on either side of the big river. So it's like maybe they mean like. Well, actually, no.
Over the Gulf?
Well, no, because remember, they said that. They said Dyria is part of the Republic, joined forces with the new nation in a historic union. So the Republic.
So then that bridge is all the way across that.
No, it's a Dyria and the Northern Republic, and Dyria and both republics are one group. They just have their own landmass. So what he's saying is, who pays for the damage to the canal, Dyria, or the whole gathering? You know what I mean? Like kind of like how, remember, the United Kingdom is Great Britain, Scotland, and Ireland, but it's all the United Kingdom. Same thing here. The two republics and Dyria are the Republic of Faesoa.
Well, I mean, if the Republic wanted more soft power, well, not really medium power in the region, I would offer to fix the bridge, but then like have some soft level of authority over what's done with the bridge.
I agree with that. Basically tell them we will pay for the canal repair, but we want either a cut of what comes through the canal, or we get to dictate who gets more, like we get to dictate who gets the most use out of it. Like we get to dictate some of the usage.
That's the thing, Thomas. If Dyria wants to have, full autonomy over what goes on with their canals, they can pay for it.
Yeah, they
can. Or pay majority of it.
Yep, that's what happened with the Panama Canal. Panama wanted to be fully in control of their country, so the United States was like, okay, then you can start paying for the canal. Which at first they were like, we can't do that, but yeah, turns out yes they can, because everyone needs the canal. Let's see.
Remember the Evergreen?
Yeah, I remember. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Rumor unlocked. Diplomatic collapse.
It's not quite collapse yet.
But it may be on its way there.
All diplomatic could collapse.
Ooh, wait, that combines together. Hang on. Yeah, that all works together. Nice. We'll check that out later. Let's see. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do?
You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak.
Great idea! How much gold should I give them?
Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them labor. Physically, with your literal hands.
Ah, okay, so I would...
Go to the farmers and ask what they need help with.
Of course. That sounds... Oh, I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It's been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, innkeeper. Till then. What a fop.
That was...
Adorable?
Weird.
Adorkable. Let's say that.
Not because of him. He heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right.
But you are a hero.
Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway.
Again what, Thomas? Oh yeah, Fop Doppler. Yeah.
Doppler. There are much greater heroes than me out there.
He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you.
That's nice.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I am. It's really flattering, but I don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf.
I feel called out.
You're not an elf, so.
No, but this strikes a chord. I feel called out. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I feel called out!
Hey look, the game tapped the sign for me.
Yeah, I feel called out now. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Tregarin.
Oh, alright. Alright. I get it.
Core memory pinched.
Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try to get better at accepting compliments.
Good. Hey.
Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hi, Melly. Hi, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise. Right, Mal?
Oh. Hey, Mon Orc! What's up, buddy? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, Guardian of the Forest of the Memories. Tonight, we're playing Tavern Talk, and I'm not alone. I'm actually with my girlfriend.
Hey!
My girlfriend Ameena is here, and we're actually both reading through Tavern Talk tonight to give the characters some voices. What's up? For the Orchestra raid. Oh, well, an orchestra would just be the loud banging of instruments, the firing of guns, and plenty of screaming. But hey, yeah, sounds about right. What's up, Mon? Let me guess. Apex today, right? I'm gonna guess. Could someone give Mon a shout out, please? I would appreciate it. Is it exclamation mark shout out, or you've done it before, right?
I forgot how.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I mean, you could just...
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, just chatting today? Ah, that's fine. You're a cool guy to talk to, so I'm sure that was interesting. What's up? Well, regardless, sit back, make yourselves at home. Reacting to forklift fails and losing my mind as a Oh.
You're forklift certified?
Yes. The orc is forklift certified. Congrats. But trust me, I feel that. Something that you know how to do and something you're good at, and then watching people just bomb it over and over again. Have you seen the one about the guy who crashes into like the warehouse shelves and like brings down the whole warehouse? Yeah. Anyway, appreciate the raid, Mon. Y'all sit back, relax, make yourselves at home. We are just reading through this and making jokes at this amazing little fantasy tavern talking visual novel. Oh, that one came up. I guess at that point, being fired was an obvious thing. I wonder if they charged him for all the damage, too. Also, for those who don't know, this is Malachite, the edgy rogue. He's changed his name about 4 times.
Are you crawling in your crawl?
Can I offer you two a drink?
Actually, you can offer us a quest.
Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance?
Your incredible deduction skills. Strike again.
I'm only trying to match wits here. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars?
I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective.
Batman?
Me.
Oh.
And her sneaky assistant.
Robin? Don't. They do sound like a great team. They're not wait, what kind of voice did I give him? See. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They are not.
His oranges will be peeled.
Then why are you here? Did I hear Batman? All I hear is Batman. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she can't reach the quest board. And I needed a drink anyway.
So you're sending Melly on a quest alone?
As is customary. That's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. I mean, she's not. Remember for those who don't know, last week, when this came up, Fable grilled Malachite over how stupid the idea was to basically send kids out alone on quests. Because as Malachite put it, as he put it, it shows them the real world and shows them that it's, dangerous. And Fable's like, we brought that up and said how stupid that was because you're basically killing a kid's innocence. So, no. Well, Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle.
I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous and negligent.
I agree.
You're not coming with me?
No.
Why not?
I just explained that. Badly.
But you have to come with me.
Why?
It's clearly a job for two people.
There's no job that can't be done alone.
What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence?
Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training?
But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me?
I imagine Zaruk in the dark with a lighter pointing below his chin, talking like that. Horror stories with Zaruk.
Actually, that sounds fun for Halloween.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun, actually. I don't know, Melina.
And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex?
Who cares?
I do.
I think you should go with her. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar-themed vacation.
Innkeep's right, Malachite. You need an emotional enema.
Do not speak to me of my emotions. I killed them years ago.
Clearly not.
You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do.
You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours. And you don't have any other friends besides me.
Jesus! Maybe not. But I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus. And he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed. And to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise his wool will get strawy.
Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone.
I have corners to brood in, friends to avoid, and enemies to stalk.
He'll get lonely.
Yeah.
I could take care of Rufus.
What?
Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals, and pretty decent at crossword puzzles.
She's actually very good at crossword puzzles. Her language, her vernacular's been getting better. That sounds like an excellent idea. And what if Rufus doesn't like you? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing.
Sometimes.
How dare you offer a solution to my only excuse to not spend time with the cat?
Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mal?
Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training.
Yay! That sounds fun!
Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, detective?
Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant.
Do not. Please don't call me that.
Okay, Mighty Mal then.
No.
How about John?
Sure.
So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us the close. Yes. And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled through the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly.
You know, you would probably get along well with a guy I know who came through here recently. Came in with a blue suit and some very porcupine-esque hair. He's also into that whole detective and patching witness testimonies things together. You'd like him.
I hear he's been to another world full of colorful ponies.
Yes, he has, and then he ended up here. He keeps screaming that he wants to go home.
The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars. They'll all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it and
Use your words.
And we will need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves.
That's it. First of all, that's really good. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Second of all, you can roll your R's. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that. Stop. See. Right.
Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence.
I can offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with a sweet aftertaste of haste. That way, you should be able to make it a Zoford much quicker.
Great idea.
I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. Again with the name change! Now he's John.
Okay,
Yep. Yeah. Hey, John. God.
He's from Homestuck.
Yeah, so, let's see. He was Zephyr, then he was Blaze, then he was Malachite, and now he's John. Hey, John. Well, what would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh Phoenix chilies. Some fire resistance can be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared.
Does Andu have fire breath?
Andu. And no, he just breathes like... Well, that's a good question, actually. I don't think he has fire breath.
Does he breathe at all?
Casually looks over at the bug-eyed lizard that just blinks. Yeah, he's still alive, so he still breathes. Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though.
I love to try Endu's marshmallows.
Get it? Undo.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I was Dave. 3 months ago, it was Jason. And a year ago, my name was Elizabeth. I'll see if I can set something up when you return.
Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help us convince those familiars to help us help them.
That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing.
I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely needed a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but What should they pair it with?
Haste for a quick arrival, a charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance. Let me think about it. Now, honestly, just my opinion, but considering...
I think a mix of both would be good, but I don't know if that's an option.
It's not an option. You have to pick one. And considering Mellie's, like, this is her first big quest, she's a detective, not a fighter. I don't think John would have a problem, but Mellie might. So instead, we're gonna go with the haste infusion. And for that, we need a little bit of Sailor's Courage. Oh wait, actually no, that's not it. Which one is it? Where's my thing for where is it? I need no, it's not Sailor's Courage. What is it? Yeah, let's go with a sunny. Let's see. 1,000 Winds. They need dexterity and speed, dexterity and charisma. So this might help. You become as charming and elusive as their elemental messengers. Somehow this feels exact. Yeah, let's do this one. All right, so we need 3 things of charisma.
Bird up.
Thank you, Meeps. All right, so we need an infusion of haste. So we need these feathers. All right, and then we need, for 1,000 Winds, we need... Is that one yeah, so 2 shots of defense. And then the rest of it's charisma. Yep. Whoa, hey! Thank you, Meeps. Thank you for gifting the subs. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. 1 to the Modular Doll, Colorblind, Red Shirt, and the Heroic Z. So I guess that means I'll have to talk to Cade for next week. Because, yeah, that'll do it.
Give all the cookies a whoa. Give all the cookies a whoa.
Give the cookies. Hey, you can have as many cookies as you want at this point. Thank you very much. So with that, yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Cade about getting his character set up. Thanks. Careful with the chair. The camera flipped out. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's 1,000 Winds, so... I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation.
Ha! You're so spot on.
Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. You think you're prepared to solve this case, detective?
Yes, with your help, we'll complete this quest with haste.
No kidding.
We'll be back soon.
Just remember to rest. Haste can exhaust people, so make sure you rest. Best of snooping. Yeah, for those who don't know, haste, the spell, when it wears off, you are basically, you lose a turn. You're that tired. So...
I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night.
Don't forget to sing him a lullaby.
Rufus or John?
Yes. Rufus.
Right. Obviously. It's as if, you know, it's not like you were doing any shipping or anything.
Fable.
I'm gonna go now.
Have fun, Fable. Oh, she's back.
Innkeeper?
Chrissy! Glad to see you're alright.
Guy.
Yeah. Hey, Maka Aeon. What's up? And no, we don't ship anyone here. I mean, I do like Carolyn, but I honestly think she and Ameena would butt heads, so that'd be fun to watch, though. How you doing, bud? Glad to see you're alright.
Likewise. Good to see you and the tavern are unharmed.
You're really good at this.
Thank you. I've been practicing. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage, and the birds, and Fable.
I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy, after all.
which is why I chose to make them my home. That and the landscape.
Well, I hope your trip was nice at least.
Oh, it was. It felt so good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the entire island. We also hiked to the foot of Boreon Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks.
I heard the view's quite remarkable.
It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. It makes me pause just thinking about it. And a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm.
Hey, telling.
Everyone yearns for a friend, after all. Even scary creatures.
Ain't no one in this world born to be alone. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. Unless you're that weird subspecies of monster girls. Then everyone loves you.
People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they are born as. We should accept them as they are.
I'm just gonna take a picture of that. That no one can choose who they're born as. We should accept. Isn't it funny how a game can just drop heavy words like that? I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that.
Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something.
Oh?
Yeah. Remember the gnomes? I actually met some.
Really?
They had a booth at the convention. We're selling all types of stuff. I remembered our conversation and got you this.
Oh, neat.
I thought you might appreciate it.
I do. Thank you. It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you.
Ah, you're such a sweet talker. But you can't trick me into giving you my name.
Ah, but I already know it. What would I want with names, though?
Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep.
See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself.
Always.
It's right back there. That is pretty cool. What the fuck? What? No, hold on. What is that?
A banshee.
That's not a banshee.
Lagoon creature.
Yeah, that's like the creature from the Black Lagoon. That can't be a banshee. Aren't banshees supposed to be more ethereal and ghost-like?
Maybe they don't fit in.
Also, you're getting water all over my table. Baya. Baya? 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 Baya! Good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yes. A while. A while. 6,000 years.
More like 2 months.
Oh. I thought I had hibernated longer.
You hibernated? At this time of year?
It was for the Blown Tide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the dreaming moon.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. Do you want me to get the voice modulator out for this?
I'll try it.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Y'all want to hear the voice modulation for this character? It might be kind of cool. I don't know how often Baya's going to show up, but it might be kind of cool. I'll let you guys pick. For now, we'll keep going.
Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos.
You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once?
One person said sure.
Yeah, Grinnick says it wouldn't hurt to mess around, and Redmate says sure, so hold on. Alright, let's see if I can't... Oops, let's see if we can't mess
Just
around.
gotta find a good voice.
Yeah, that might be a little harder than you think, though. Let's see. Let me check my settings first. Okay. Yep. Alright, so... Alright. Let's find... Trying to think what would work. I don't have a lot to work with right now, so... I don't have that, so... Let's maybe try...
Magic chord? No.
No.
Wood magic chords?
I don't know.
Or maybe echo?
Let's try this one. Alright, so hold on. So... Go ahead and give it a try. Go ahead and give
How
it a try.
does this sound?
Yeah, that'll
Can you
work.
hear me?
That'll work just fine. Now hold on. Let me make sure I get... Okay, yeah, that'll work. I can't talk, but you can. So, hold on. That sounds perfect. Y'all can hear it too, right? Because I can hear it. So, I hope y'all can hear it at least. Were y'all able to? Tell you what, we will give it a try and y'all let us know if you can hear it. Oops, wrong button. Well, hold on. Okay, good. Maka Aeon says they can hear it, so good. Alright, cool. Y'all can? Nice. Alright.
Yes, ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty.
Also, I think my camera got messed up. Hang on a minute.
Oh man.
Why is it... It's because you're leaning on the chair. You're kind of tilting the thing over.
Sorry, I'm leaning on him.
It's alright. Yeah, she's leaning on the chair that I'm sitting in, so that's causing the camera to get all wonky.
I'll just adjust myself.
Wait, yeah, I turned it off. I'm only going to turn it on when she's talking. So, hold on. Let's see. Such festivities sound exciting.
No! They are loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember, and they swing too close to my precious vines.
Wait. Were y'all able to hear that? Wait. Were y'all able to hear that? Hold on, let's do a quick test. Give me a second. Hold on, let's do a quick test.
Why would you bring fire into a swamp? Fire into a...
Okay. I just checked. They can't... It's not working, like, for the stream, for this thing. I think I know why. I think I know why. Hang on, let me fix it. I know why. Let's see. It is because... at least I think... It is because they can't hear. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Wait a minute. All right. Let's try it like this. Let's try it. Maybe now. Let's see if this works. Hold on. Yeah. So we're gonna try it again. You guys tell me if you can hear it. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Oh.
Why would you bring fire into a swamp?
It is a little rude. And yeah, while I was talking, they could hear it, so I think we're good. Good. Okay, thanks. Thanks, guys.
Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up with them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy, adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did?
What?
They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting, "Demon, be gone," from the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes.
That was really good, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, what'd y'all think? Pretty good, huh? Ameena's pretty good at that kind of stuff.
I'm getting better with practice.
Yeah, what'd y'all think? Wait, why is the echo still going? Hang on. I just heard that on the stream end. Hang on. Why is that?
Thank you, Red Mage.
Yeah, that's not good. Hang on a minute. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can't. Yeah, but I only want the effect when I can turn it off and on. Hang on. Because, like, that was weird. Y'all were hearing, like, there was a weird echoey effect. Let me see if it's off now. That was weird. Y'all were hearing, like... Yeah, it's off now. So I'm wondering, like...
I guess we can't fiddle with the effects right now.
Probably not. Not that I can think of right now. I'll have to... I know Inu uses a voice changer. I'll ask him how he does it. Because with him, he can just press a button and flip over to a voice changer. And y'all can... Without that weird effect. So I'll ask him how it's done. Still, for what it was pretty good. So... Unless... Wait, I know what to do. Hang on. Hang on a minute. 1 minute. I have an idea. I don't want that. Okay, wait a minute. So maybe I can... I have an idea that might work. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it to work. Sorry, guys.
That's a shame, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, the problem is that when I'm speaking in here, like, it's fine, but for some reason, like, I think, like, it has to be some kind of unless... Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. What if... Okay, I think I got it now. I think this might work. Let's try this one more time. I think we might actually get it to work now.
Okay.
Alright, hold on. You know, maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. Hold on.
What's wrong with the bone fresh bone teeth? What's wrong with the bone fresh bone teeth? What's wrong?
They think you might want to crush their bones with them?
That would be so rude. I'm partially made of bone.
I mean, technically we all are. They don't think that way. But I think, if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia. Maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival.
You might be right. Maybe I'll wreath them with green flower crowns next year. I could even open a seasonal flower crown store.
I'd definitely buy one.
But right now, I'm away. Do you have water on the menu today?
Is the echo effect coming through for you guys? I need to make sure about it. Like, can y'all hear it? I know a lot of y'all just usually chill for the streams and don't really type in chat, but I need y'all now. Can y'all hear the echo effect? Like, I think I got it working, but if not, y'all need to let me know. I'm all out. Sorry.
Too bad. Something else, then. Oh, I know. Do you still have those drinks that make you feel like an itsy bitsy spider? I want to feel fast and dangly.
In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. So, a bog monster. Alright, let's see. She said dangly, so let's see. Charming is elusive. No. Speed, remarkable accuracy. No. Nope, she just wants something with 3 dexterity, so just go with this one. There we go. 1 swift strike. Before I forget, I need to change this back. There we go. Again, sorry about that. I'll figure out how to get that voice changer working one day. Oh, excuse me. Still, at least it was working for the time we got it working. It's just a little finicky right now. Anyway. A spider's agility in a cup. Just for you.
Oh, delicious. I feel like I could scale any spider web and devour any fly. Thank you, innkeeper.
What woke you up from your slumber anyhow?
The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small, sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It is a powerful nutrient.
Sounds tasty.
After the trees and winds and pill bugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me feel awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest.
Heartburn?
Loneliness. I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa.
Oh, you got that off the ground. Congrats!
Because only crickets were visiting, and they aren't very good at marketing.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's true.
You know, maybe if people visit me, instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my services. The werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung up the coupons on pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells, so that the wind would announce their presence.
Okay, Ameena, you're better with the mythology stuff than me. That sounds like a curse.
That sounds like someone just hexed them,
yeah,
actually.
That sounds like a curse or a hex. Oh dear.
Like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they will visit me sometime.
I didn't know you opened a spa. I mean, I'd heard you'd opened it, but I didn't know it got off the ground.
It's new. I wanted to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody so we can all look beautiful together.
That sounds wonderful, Baya.
I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here?
Yes?
Thank you. Please hand them out to all of your customers.
I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself.
Ah, but there is no one else here. Except the jackdaw.
Oh, yeah.
His jokes are not funny.
Yeah.
Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest.
No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come by earlier. During the day or earlier in the evening. Or during events.
But there will be people here.
Yes, I believe that's the point.
Too scary.
You're introverted demon. I feel that.
I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons.
Will do. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Well done, babe. That was great. I love that, though. There'll be people here. That's kind of the point. Your introvert paralysis demon. Oh, dear. Well, that's just great.
Oh boy, twin flames. Hey, innkeeper.
Hello. Been a while since I've seen you around. And you brought your turtle.
A whole week to be exact. And you already miss me?
A little.
Cute.
Hello, Mind Turtle. Hello.
I've got my hands on a job, all the way over in Diria. It seemed like something relatively easy, but well paid.
Hang on, didn't we... Wait a minute. Oh, what? Oh, these aren't all connected. Okay, I thought they were. Let's see. Unusual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. Undead snails are being accused of eating crops. Let's see, is it... Ugh, so many of them. I guess we have to, like, because I can't stack them on top of each other very well. I guess it'll just trigger when it's time to put them together, I guess. Let's see. Alright, well. Because that's the one about the, that's the one about the Banshee. Oh well.
Already read that one.
Yeah. Or like something too good to be true.
Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate.
Sounds like easy money.
Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll bring back my usual speed and agility. I feel like this job has drained me of all my energy.
Oh, there was an update so the color coding doesn't work anymore. Dang it. Well, Makeon, just, I'm guessing, like, the cutscene for me to put the rumors together will just happen once I've gotten all the pieces, right? I'm guessing that's how it works, if the color coding doesn't work anymore. Yep, okay, cool. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Alright, just something to get her back on her feet. Restore the agility. So, 1 swift strike it is. 3 shots of dexterity. 1 shot of intelligence. And 1 shot of constitution. No, I'm not going to call it defense. It's constitution. Let's hope this suits your tastes.
Your drinks never disappoint.
Glad to hear.
I can definitely feel my senses coming back to me.
I made you a drink. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job.
Fine. A deal's a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of 2-headed sheep.
I'm sorry?
They have 2 heads. Apparently that darn starfall damaged their barn, and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly.
Well,
They say 2 heads are better than 1, but not if they can't get along.
I mean, that's fair, but you've also probably heard the saying, dumb as sheep. Well, if there's 2 sheep heads, maybe they're not very dumb. Must be the 2 brains.
Probably. Anyways, they got out right before their shearing appointment, and of course, the farmer needed to get them back in time.
Good job on getting them back then. Though it's odd, most sheep prefer to be sheared.
Especially considering the rumors surrounding Deria at the moment. Seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently, an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these past few weeks. So local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back.
Deria seems to be very unsafe at the moment, at least of your cattle. A few animals have not returned home in a while. Didn't we have a thing in here about Deria? Let's see. Yeah. Spawning the budget discussions. That's someone being you.
Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job.
I mean, everyone starts somewhere. Did you happen to meet those monster hunters from a distant continent? They did that too. They hunt, all kinds of things, but they also gather animal eggs, so...
I've talked to them before. I'd like to join them one day.
Hey, more power to you. I think I'll stay. I think I'll be fine right here. I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, hunting instead of handling. Not that they can't do both.
That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn 2-headed sheep are?
As stubborn as people? Let me guess. Twice as stubborn as a 1-headed sheep, so about as stubborn as your average person.
You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eaten, but the other one is always watching you.
Why am I suddenly remembering, do you love me, brother? Be strong, Terrence. Be strong for mother. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job.
You're absolutely correct. Look at my turtle. Look at him.
He's adorable.
I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against.
That sounds like an incredibly humbling experience.
It was. Trust me.
Oh, I do.
But luckily I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer?
Hang on, I think... Again with the camera? Really? Okay, we're good now. Oh?
Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral fin folk. Might have lost her arm a while ago.
Oh no.
Back to the sheep. She told me there's apparently one thing that gets their full attention. You got any guesses on what magical tool that might be?
I have no...
Clovers!
Oh my god. How about I do this one? I think...
want to do it.
Oh, you've been doing all the voices.
Fun old ladies are fun.
Oh boy, okay, fine.
Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them.
Is it just me, or is this person strike anyone as like Undyne's mom or grandma?
Yes, immediately.
Yeah, like that's gotta be like Undyne's mom or grandma.
If you will make them follow you every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. Do you two know each other?
Barely.
Ha! Keep your secrets then. Oh, so mysterious, innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly. Best friends?
I think you got that one wrong, Jade.
I'd never befriend anyone like him. I have taste.
Okay, well, fuck you. At least I'm married.
That's just what grannies are.
I know. But still, like, imagine someone like that telling me, Zaruk Windcaller, behind the counter saying, I have taste. Well, excuse me, bitch. Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. Fuck you, bitch. You didn't even consider my feelings.
Consider me sorry, innkeep.
Apology accepted.
Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh?
Indeed. I think I got the hang of it.
Then what are you waiting for? Your old rival's waiting for a drink. Preferably one that'll restore my energy. Those sheep made my old bones all wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak.
Gotcha.
Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry, he might not look like it, but his drinks are actually really good. I bet.
I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. Man, there's always one. There's always one person. One. I know what's perfect for her.
It's even thematically appropriate.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock you on your ass. 3 shots of Ignis. 1 shot of Charisma. And 1 shot of Constitution. Wait, that's not right.
Actually, that still works.
No, it doesn't. Did I do something wrong?
You can put in some charisma instead.
But it calls for Charisma. Oh, I see the problem. Hang on.
Bleh.
Yeah, undo. Okay, I know what to do. Let's see. Yeah, isn't it? Hold on. 3 shots of Ignis. Oh, I see. I see. You actually need to throw in an infusion. Hang on. Which one? Let's go with this one. Alright, so that's 1 thing of charisma and 1 thing of dexterity. So 1 shot of constitution. And then the rest is Ignis. 3 shots of Ignis. Hey, Mordred. There we go. Sailor's courage. How you doing, Mordred? My girlfriend Amina's here.
Hi. Oh, wow.
Impressed?
Don't get cocky now.
You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you've retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business?
Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore.
Good. Listening to music and having writing ideas. Ooh, nice. I know what that's like. Where you just get randomly inspired. I feel that. For me, it's cool concepts that I could write stories to or characters that I want to create.
I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes.
And you've got a granddaughter, so... And yet you decided to help Jade.
Ever had to handle a 2-headed sheep?
Not yet.
Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I couldn't just watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. But this was a one-time exception.
Did the farmer pay accordingly? After your morning dew clover's magic trick?
Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid both of us.
Well, that's good to hear.
She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a Maida.
Maida.
I'm a Maida. I don't have any use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less about material riches.
What the hell? More? If you're... Whoa! What kind of world do you all live in where if you're retired, you don't care about material riches? You still need money even if you're retired.
I am beyond the basic impulses of those still afflicted by the mortal coil. So we figured we'd give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift.
Ooh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. Citrine. This rare gemstone can only be found in the well-hidden eastern parts of the Forbidden Valley. Citrine is said to be favored by the dragons due to its incredible divine properties. Blessed. Blessed with divine magic of the dragons, adventurers will have a much better chance fighting the undead or any other unholy creatures. Or any creatures, really. Nice. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting for the rest of my life. Didn't get this hook put in for nothing. Of course, I occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. I haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades. That's remarkable.
Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair.
I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel?
Ladies, if you'd like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Duel Masters, please take it to the corner of the tavern.
Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter. But don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. You wish.
Jade, be on guard.
You're worried about me? Cute.
I just know for a fact that Una is a master at cheating. I doubt that she's changed.
So you're saying you've lost against her?
More than once, yes.
Pathetic. Hey, are you talking about me? Listen, Inkeep, if your opponent is obviously cheating, like she was, you can't beat them fair and square. You gotta beat them at cheating. Now watch how a real master does it.
Uh-oh. Good day!
I have returned, Innkeeper.
Welcome back, Miss Anwar. and welcome.
This brave adventurer's name is Clay Moore. He has offered unexpected support during my quest.
I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on the behalf of,
The world.
Yes, of course. The worldo, Mr. Clay. You don't need to do the whole Mr. thing. Just Clay is alright with me.
He does the double thumbs up.
Yeah, he's adorable. Otherwise it sounds so formal, like talking to one of those graph people. Oh, you wouldn't want to be one of those. Clay it is, then. Yeah, he got 3 guesses to what his weapon is. Yeah. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for the story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade. Right, Tia?
I think I would welcome it as well.
Then what can I get you?
Clay, please go ahead.
Oh my. You've got a lot of stuff on the menu. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. I mean, I really hope they don't do the whole, oh, he's dumb as a rock. Like, don't do that. Like, let's see. Something with a lot of string. How about a good, how about a Southern Brawler? That'll work. 3 shots of Ignis. Ignis! 1 shot of Charisma.
Does this need infusion?
No, it does not. Ta-da! 1 Southern Brawler. Try this. I think it might knock your socks off. This tastes strong and magic-y, but my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What's it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Thank you. Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like?
I need some of that liquid vigilance. Even here, it's important to stay on guard.
Wouldn't this be the right time to relax?
There is no such time.
Miss Anwar, Miss Alethea. Right. Alright, then I shall aid you on your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. Clay, a half-earth echo, dumb as a rock. Nah. Alright, she doesn't want to fall asleep, so... Yeah, it says she doesn't want to feel comfortable. She wants to be alert. So, let's see. Yeah, because first snow makes you feel comfortable and safe. So, yeah, let's go with this one. Protects you from physical and spiritual harm. Kind of boring, though. 3 shots of Constitution. 1 shot of Charisma. And 1 shot of Ignis! There we go. Some liquid vigilance, diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy.
I could do with something less diluted, but you're right. It's delicious.
Happy to hear that. Do we get to tell the story now? Please, go ahead. You think I should start with the seashells?
No, I think some exposition is in order first. As you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start my investigation right here in Zenith, specifically at the local Gaia temple.
So I've been told. Mostly about that wobbling ooze.
Ah, yes, that was certainly something. Unfortunately, besides their fascinating personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard's prophecy led me to Dalwell, or should I say the Abandoned Isle, or Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask.
I didn't know it had that many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island.
Why?
Because it's shaped like one. Is it? She went to the Amber Isles, right? Which one? Yeah, fair.
Kinda?
Yeah, no, kinda.
A little?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Like that bottom half could be a tail?
Yeah, no, kinda. He's kinda right. Huh. Yeah. Alright. Probably the smartest approach.
Kelpie Island, or Fairweather, its name means very little to me. Its local settlement to Fae was much more relevant. They built everything into the giant sequoia that holds their portal to Avalon.
Their portal is in that tree?
Yes, right in its center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. And I was pretty sure they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with the acorns that they were stringing up between rose bushes in asymmetrical shapes.
Oh, I always thought those were art projects. Common misconception. Sounds more like they were preparing to charge them with astral moonlight. So you're now working in a tavern, playing as the bartender, serving all kinds of beer, wine, and any other alcoholic drinks. Kinda?
Kinda, sorta.
Kinda, sorta? The idea here is that the drinks I serve actually give buffs to people. So, like, all of the drinks are magical in nature. That's the deal. Like potions.
For what?
If you freeze them, they make for good ice cubes.
Do you participate in such practices?
Not at the moment.
I'm just not going to question that. Eventually I got them to sit long enough to ask them about any strange occurrences around their settlement.
Did they understand your definition of strange?
After some explanation. They told me about how just recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps. Just 2 days before the stars fell. They said it seemed like it was running from something, and it was full of seething fury. They also claimed it to be a good sign because it promised adventure.
I mean... kind of... Well, considering 2 days later the whole damn sky fell, seems like an understatement.
Majorly.
I mean, it did end up in some kind of adventure.
Investigating disaster is not an adventure. It is a necessity of dire circumstances.
I had fun. That makes 2 of us.
It certainly was a sign of something being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So naturally, I made my way to a nearby Carapace beach and prepared a celestial summoning ritual under the young astral moon.
For the humpback whale, I suppose.
What else would I be summoning?
I thought maybe you wanted to ask Cassiopeia for her input.
Are you out of your mind?
Very much so.
The Realm Keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design.
Right. Sorry, slipped my mind.
You are forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, readying myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request.
That was me. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she?
I did, actually. Pairing dragon-head tritons and flickering limpet shells can heighten the dual aspect of the celestial twins, therefore making the connection to the astral sea more stable.
Obviously.
I hadn't managed to find a limpet shell, and one happened to be among his offerings.
I honestly just thought she was decorating the beach and that she could do with more color. Well, you weren't wrong in a way. Sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual. Singed Tia's hands, too.
Just a little. Fortunately, I possess a spectacular healing capability.
Fortunate indeed. Were you collecting seashells for beach decorating or your very own ritual, Clay? I was collecting them for my friends. At this time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling, floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice.
Clay can talk to animals. Gaia's blessings rest upon him.
Fantastic. It is! Though I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing it, and they think I mean to hurt them. I hate when that happens. You mean they just disappear like they were never there? Yes, like they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Astrian creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult. Or so I've been told. I would guess your friends either went home when you weren't there, or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them?
Not quite. It just beckoned them home, through a celestial hug of sorts.
So that means I could visit them in the astral sea?
That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous.
It is. But echoes are from the primordial sea, and my family has lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow.
They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes once, but for a long time it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers, and accessing it required meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risks than rewards. Even your Asterian friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen if you went in unprepared.
But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either, and they told me they haven't lived here for very long.
Since the 5 interplanar portals opened up, interplanar travel has become a lot more accessible again. Yes, I said that wrong on purpose. At least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention are finally open to us after all these years. It is a true miracle to witness in our lifetimes.
So the portals haven't always been there. Didn't know that. Who put them there?
Well, that is a very good question.
And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me how you summoned that whale.
You're right. We're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendships with the astral creatures.
I really don't think he's that dumb. He's probably just curious.
And very straightforward.
Oh yeah, very.
And his ability to speak with animals as if they share a language.
So you asked him for help?
Well, he offered his aid. I could certainly have handled it on my own, but...
But you didn't have to!
Right. That, obviously. Thank you very much, Clay.
Man, these taverns make me think of the tavern at the end of the multiverse from a Disney series called Star vs. The Forces of Evil. Oh, yeah.
It was an interesting show.
Yeah, I remember there's a tavern at the end of the multiverse. I remember hearing about that from the show. He's like me for real, for real. Actually, you know what? Damn, you know what? I wonder if the person who did all the artwork for these characters, because I think they were all done by one person, I wonder if that person takes commissions. Because damn, I would love to see some of our friends and colleagues from the forest sitting at the plank. That would be really cool. I'll have to find that out. That would be awesome. Anytime. Wait, Wait, you're the artist?
For real? For real?
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Time out. You're the artist. What?
Proof.
Wait, hold on.
Proof.
No. I believe them. Hold on. What? Firstly, holy shit. Hi. Welcome. Second of all, why are you in my stream? Like,
also, do these voices fit?
Yeah, do these voices fit? Like, that's the third question. Do these voices fit? Like, do these work for you? Like, we can change them up a bit, but do these work for you? And, like, your voices are amazing. Thank you. But, again, back to my second question. What are you doing here? Like, there are other streamers who are probably way more popular and have way more attention on them playing this. Why me?
Because you're awesome.
Well, I know you think that, but, like, I genuinely don't get it. I appreciate it. I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy you're having fun. But, like, I'm just curious. What brought you to my stream, out of all things? Or do you just hop between a bunch of them? Because, like, if that... I'm procrastinating on sleep, but I also saw you play the demo and wanted to...
Hey.
Thank you. Well, okay. You have a wait list. Okay, can I sign up for that wait list? Like, can you give me a link to your Twitter so I can sign up for your wait list?
You have a Discord?
We do have a Discord. Actually, yeah, we do have a Discord. You're probably already part of a ton of Discords, Makaeon, but still, if you'd like to be part of ours, we'd welcome you with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Because you're awesome, and I'm going to beat you if you don't think that. Ameena, do it, please.
He's already super sunburned.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, damn, Epic. Oh, look. Ameena and I love Epic. We love Epic.
We just like musicals.
Yeah, we love musicals. I'm a big Hamilton fan. I love Epic.
I'm working on getting him into Hadestown.
Yeah, she's working on that. And if you like musical stuff, what was the name of tell them what we watched earlier in the week by Star Kid?
Yeah. Twisted.
Yeah, Twisted. So if you guys have seen or heard of Wicked, think that, but
Aladdin.
But Aladdin.
And an indie theater group.
Yeah, it's an indie theater group, and it's more adult.
It's super funny.
Yeah, but it's super funny, and it is great. You guys got to go check it out. It's called Twisted. It's on YouTube. It's great.
And like, and Star Kid's getting better with like every single show, and they post their shows online for free.
Yeah, which is awesome. But yeah, I love Epic. Big mythology guy here. I love reading old books, and I have read the Odyssey, so it was really cool to get around to it. Ooh, the Aladdin Yes, Makaeon. It is amazing. It is so good.
Jafar is the best part of that musical.
This is all your fault, Jafar.
Aladdin is the weakest, but that's
the point.
I think that's a result of them trying to do something with him, because it seems like they had a much clearer version of what Jafar would be, and didn't think of what to do with Aladdin until later on. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
Still
but
a good show.
It's great though. You do need to check it out. I think it's like 2 hours, something like that. Your typical musical. It was great though. But yeah, Makaeon, please, a link to your Twitter so I can get on the wait list. And I'm just gonna say it right now. You have designed these characters amazingly. Carolyn is my favorite. I've said it before. I love Carolyn. But all of these characters, how do I put this? It's amazing that with so few facial changes or so little animation, like, or changes to the way they look, that you can understand what their character is like and what the characters themselves are like. You get an instant read on them, and I like that. Yeah, you can send links. We allow links here. Go for it.
Just with permission.
Yeah, with permission.
And you have it.
Yeah, you have it, so go for it. But, like, I mean, look at Lady Anwar. I mean, you know, stoic, composed, you know, graceful. You can tell she's like a very divine touched or very cleric person. I dig that. I think the animations from the 3D animator, yeah, they do. They do. They really do. And
everyone on the team did a fantastic job.
Absolutely. Absolutely they did. And you've probably heard me make a nitpick here or there. My one nitpick, or like two of the nitpicks I have, is I kind of wish they had asked you or the 3D animator to actually make it so the characters would drink the drinks, kind of like how Coffee Talk did it. But then I realized that because all the drinks look differently, that would have been a pain in the ass to animate and draw.
And they're animated.
Yeah, and the drinks are animated, so it would have been harder. Let's see, thank you. I'll click that. There we go. And my other thing is, at least in my opinion, the other thing is, I wish there was more noise for when characters get up and walk around or leave. Like, maybe there's a door chime. Maybe we could hear the scraping of chairs or the scraping of boots and armor. I wish we could actually hear that so we knew when people were coming, rather than them just, you know, popping up. But still, aside from that, yeah. Yeah, we had to decide either all have a similar sitting pose and drink, or no drink and different poses. Ah, okay. Fair enough.
I think it worked out in the end.
Yeah, it definitely worked out in the end. But yeah, I do wish there was more, like, you know, kind of like action sounds. So like the door opening and closing, different footfalls, and different kinds of like sound effects on the floor. You know, those kind of things. That's good feedback. Oh, please do. Because like when Baya was here, Baya would be like shuffling or like dripping everywhere, so we could hear, and then, you know, when she sat down, it would sound like, you know, wet grass or something on the table. You know, it just feels like we can, like, when we hear the characters enter, we can be like, oh, I know who that is, before they even sit down. That's just my opinion, though.
Either way, you did a great job.
But yes, you did an amazing job, and we hope we can continue to give voices to these characters that you like. So, let's continue.
So I summoned it. The ritual worked exceptionally well, and it appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness.
Oh yeah, Blazer's right. Gilbert Godfrey played Iago, and he passed away recently. Yeah, I heard about that.
He had a full life, I think.
Oh, absolutely he did. Don't forget one of his best things, when he was asked to read 50 Shades of Grey. Holy fuck, this is awful! But holy hell, is it erotic? He's just the look on his face. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Stars used to accompany them.
I mean, there was one star.
There was. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly.
You summoned a sun whale?
It's just a sun whale.
Just the innkeeper, like, clapping his hands together in that concerned face.
It's not that impressive.
That's not the problem! That sounds... I mean, it sounds beautiful as heck, but... Again, you summoned a star, so, like, that sounds, I mean, help me out here.
Bird up!
What kind of impression do you want to leave?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, the darkness is concerning, so you could point out that, or you could mention how star whales are beautiful, but...
Yeah.
Do you want to be on topic or revel in the imagery of a star whale?
It does sound beautiful.
It was, in a way. The star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. The whale didn't look happy at all at being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise away from lashing out. And it looked sick. Its translucent skin was gray, like it was frozen with the coldness of the highest mountains or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind with no warmth within them. I thought for a brief second we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. But when I looked over at Clay, I saw deep understanding in his eyes, like he wasn't seeing a monster, but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing that whatever he knew outweighed my fear.
You knew what it needed, Clay? Not completely, but I knew that look in its eyes. That feeling when you're so scared you get angry, when you want to fight because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show it that I didn't mean any harm, and I held out my last conch shell in my hands. It took a moment to overcome the instinct to mistrust, but then it picked the shell up gently and ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it was swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hands against its cheek. I wanted it to know it wasn't alone. I'm sure it needed that. It did. It was so sad it cried tears of golden dust.
Its tears turned to ice before they could even hit the ground. It was at that moment I realized its body had been cursed with a permanent frostbite. I knew it did not trust me yet, so I did what I previously would not have done possible. Through a hand on Clay's shoulder and the magic of your drink, I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure it of its disease. He kissed it on the forehead, and the ice burned away, freeing it of the endless chill. It was quite sweet.
That's one lucky whale. And one unusual effect of that infusion.
Is that not usually possible?
Inspiration is a fickle thing. Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagine support to look like. Tia's support was very helpful.
I'd hope so.
Once it was free of its pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened, and it told me about fighting some sort of evil creature on 2 legs. A creature on 2 legs? So, humanoid then.
We assume. It turns out whales don't care much about our appearances.
It cared more about all the things being thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently it swallowed some kind of stone. It could only remember its black and white color and that it tasted horrible.
Did the voice fluctuate? I'm sorry.
Suddenly she sounds like Jane from... You mean Jean? From X-Men? Yeah, Jean Grey. But I thought, I have a very strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about. But it thought. Rookie mistake. The 2-legged monster just wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Tia, do you ever get angry?
No. I am the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline.
Just casually leans on the plank. Mm-hmm. Really now?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Casually points over at Jade. Because for those who weren't here last week, Alethea and Jade do not get along. They hate each other so much.
She's an exception.
Oh, is she now? Wait, hold on, let's see. Wait, I'm the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline. Oh, Jesus!
Either way, she's being called out.
I mean, do I want to be an asshole? They should kiss. They should kiss. Next scene. Oh, hell no. Who invited this bitch? Yeah, like, they should kiss. Who? Jade and Alethea, or Clay and Alethea?
I think Macheon, yeah.
Macheon. Jade and Tia. Yeah, I'm sure. Mock Aeon, I'm sure someone has drawn it at some point. And if it...
Oh.
You're asking for... Oh! I didn't know that. Is she now? Okay. Neat. Well, maybe they will then. And if you don't draw it, somebody will. You're asking for war. I mean... Maybe.
It'd be funny.
Let's see. So... Do I kind of stroke her ego by saying you forgot divinity? Or do I just go for the throat? Where I come from, they call that repression.
She's being called out either way if you really think about it.
I mean, yeah, but... Someone drew how Tia presses Jade up against a wall. It's in the Tavern Talk fan art channel somewhere. Oh, boy. Alright, what do you think, though? What do you think, Ameena?
Where I'm from, they call that repression.
Oh, boy. Okay, where I come from, they call that repression. Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry. Like, it's just... Look, because she's got that dragon blessing and everything, every time she glares at me with those open eyes, I feel like she's gonna, turn me to ash, like, by burning a hole in my soul.
Or use a breath attack.
Or use a breath attack on me. Luckily, its anger subsided when it found its way back. I thought it was finally safe, but... Suddenly, this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the highlands, and we get a lot of snow in the winter. But the kind of cold it was describing sounded awful. Painful and inescapable. Like it was freezing from the inside out.
Permanent frostbite, I mentioned. It seems a curse took hold and slowly spread throughout its entire body.
It tried to keep warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. It just kept getting more scared, and angrier, and colder, until even its brain was freezing over. It couldn't think of anything other than the cold. So in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find. A star.
A star. A giant one at that. It looked deceptively small, contained in its belly.
Hey, Lich King, what's up, buddy?
But apparently it was one of the biggest ones the night sky had to offer. The East Star.
It ate Pharos? The guiding star of the endless seas?
It did. And it helped. It kept its frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea's delicate balance of gravity.
Wait. Is this what caused the stars to fall out of the sky?
Probably.
I can imagine that. The whale was very confused about what had happened, but it said all the stars around it suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. There it is. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad.
To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe.
I mean, have you not read the story about the hungry caterpillar?
I know, right? There was like 3 nukes.
7 nuclear missiles! There once was a very small, very hungry, radioactive caterpillar. Skip to the end of the book. 7 nuclear missiles! God. It was hurt and scared.
It should have endured instead of hurting others.
It was alone. It didn't know all that would happen. It can count itself lucky you were there to help.
Indeed. I didn't want to imagine the additional chaos it could have caused.
I don't care about could-haves. I just care that we were able to help. Hey, Mouse. Did you also manage to free it of the star in its stomach?
No, the frostbite may be gone, but the star is a part of it now. It has become the first of its new kind, a sun humpback whale. And probably the last one too, as all other stars in the astral sea have been snuffed out. We will never be able to see the night sky again, and in turn, the whale must forever live with its guilt nestled in its stomach.
It's literally Gene. You're right. Some things are forever changed now. That's kind of the point of disasters. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We shouldn't be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companions, but it managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of situations can lead you to light sometimes. I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of friends, on the way back, we ran into this traveling souvenir shop. I bought friendship bracelets for Tia and I with little whale charms on them. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready. That's very nice of you. Right, Tia?
They were hazard for fights and could get caught in things.
Sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how they look with your armor. Also, as for getting caught in things, maybe you should consider cutting your hair then.
No.
Uh-huh.
They don't get caught in things.
Uh-huh. Tia also found something for you at the souvenir shop.
That's...
Oh, did she?
That's...
She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now that I've seen it in person, I agree. Now I'm curious. What is it? Oh, that's a very pretty mosaic. The shopkeeper told us a little bit about it. Supposedly, this piece of art represents a new beginning after a hard-fought battle. Kind of like the rise of the sun hunchback whale. That's very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So... Tia, aren't you glad Clay was there to help you?
I suppose I am.
You really are?
You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say, I could not have done this entirely without you. If one was to be extreme about it.
Aw, she's softening. I think someone like you could do anything alone if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people. Well said, Clay. Stellar teamwork, you two. Keep it up. Will do.
Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful.
What are you talking about? You cured the sun humpback whale, you found out why the stars fell, you even made new friends. What more could you want? A friendship lesson?
We still haven't the slightest idea who caused all this.
An angry humanoid figure?
And that is who, exactly?
Well, we can rule out you, me, and the innkeeper.
We can rule out you and me.
Ouch. No free drinks for you anymore.
No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must not be led astray.
Okay, if you want to... Alright, you want to cover your ass because you don't get free drinks anymore. Too little, too late. I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break.
Clearly someone orchestrated this. It seems too random and
Methodical.
to have been an accidental side effect. I can speak, Innkeep. We must find out what hides in the darkness.
Don't you mean I?
Yes, I meant what I said. Yes, I did.
That's one of the things I love about having Ameena here. She tells me I can speak, and then she misses a word.
Look, man, for some reason, as I get older, my English is getting worse. If something like this happens again, it could end in a calamity, the likes of which we have never seen before. Don't worry about it too much, girlie. This is kind of how oblivions are around here.
But, hang on. Get the fuck out of my channel. Bye-bye now.
I wouldn't call this just another oblivion. How often do you see stars fall from the sky?
I mean, this isn't Oblivion at all. This is Tavern Talk. Now, if some Oblivion characters would like to walk in...
No one's shooting arrows at people's knees.
That's Skyrim. You uncultured non-video game playing cleric. I'm talking to her.
0 times. I was asleep when it happened, and now that it's over, there go my chances of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower.
You didn't miss anything. I mean, well, you missed everything, but like nobody died, I don't think.
You should not wish to witness such horrors. Some horrors are fun to look at.
That's
true.
That's true. Like, literally.
Look at Clay.
Yeah, look at Clay. Oh! Go, hold on. Go, come on, don't be mean to Clay.
I'm just saying that he agrees with us.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, he agrees with you and me. But Una is right. There's some things, horrors that are just fun to look at. I don't know. It's like that whole thing, about like watching a car crash in slow motion or like watching a train derail or something. It's weird. Like half of the Stephen King movies. Yeah.
Listen, love, when I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo overhit here too, but we all did, at one time or another.
Hang on a minute, how old are you? Okay, Lethe is 25. How old is Una? 68. Okay, not that old.
But I know from experience that making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere.
Hey, A and B.
These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance, to chaos and back to balance, everything just switches around in a never-ending cycle.
The kingdom that's once united must divide. The kingdom once divided must unite.
Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you don't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. Pull out the panties from your backside. Just pick up a quest if it worries you, and follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired, like me. Such a leisurely attitude only leads to failure. And, even then, someone's always going to save the world in the end. And that someone is going to be me. Haha. Oh, the youth. Anyway, old enemy, got another drink for me? I'm running dry.
Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one?
You got it.
Alright. Another sailor's courage. Alright, so I'm going to say something that Ameena's probably going to be very upset with me for, but, because we were talking about Epic, because we were just talking about Epic, with Makeon mentioned it. So, Thunder Saga. Not a fan of it.
I haven't heard much of it, so I can't say otherwise.
I think it's like, here's the thing. Naturally, they're going to be songs that people gravitate toward, but the fact that everyone gravitates toward Thunderbringer, which is like the last song on the new set, like on the new song, on the new tracks, that says something. Like, normally it's pretty spread out, and everyone has, there's maybe not an equal amount, but there's enough of people here and there that kind of shows you, hey, everyone kind of has their yeses and nos, or like their likes and dislikes.
I think once more Animatics come out, people will start to actually re-examine songs and then make second opinions.
I only like the one from the trailer, and only the trailer version even. What I'm really waiting for, I wonder which one that is, Sai. For me, what I'm really looking forward to is when we get to the Return Home saga, because I love the King Odysseus stuff. I'm humming it to myself a lot. We're empty-handed, up against an archer. Our only chance is to strike him in the darkness. We know these halls, the odds can be tilted. You don't think I know my own palace? I built it! I love that shit. Alright, one sailor's courage coming up. And I just sprayed my water all over myself. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know.
weird way to admit you've lost every argument against me.
Nah.
But this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your worries will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad, depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy. And I find your hero complex unsustainable. Remember, kiddo, they don't build those statues for folks who are alive.
Yeah, Makaeon's right. I built it. It does. It really does. And it's also funny because Ameena and I were joking about this. I think everyone agrees on this point, but in the Thunder Saga, in Thunderbringer, where we get the whole, I have to see her, but we'll die. I know. We both agree, we're like, who cares? Look.
We told you.
Yeah.
We were told multiple times, don't eat the fucking divine sheep of Apollo, and look what you did.
Yeah, like, again, that's kind of one of the things where, like, they try to sell it like, don't you feel bad about what you're doing for us? No! Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yes, he did. And you want to know the funny thing? Is that in the actual Odyssey, here's the best part, in the actual Odyssey, he's always like that. Always. He's always bitching, complaining, and doing everything to go against Odysseus. It doesn't start right then. No, he's always an ass. So, yeah, like, if anything, Epic made him more tolerable, but he was always an ass. He was always going to end up doing something stupid.
Although in the myth, like, I don't think Zeus asked him to choose, he just vaporized.
No, he just vaporized everyone. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Makaeon. And yes, in the actual Odyssey, he mentions, he's like, hey, why don't we eat the sheep? We can get our food and we can sacrifice it to the gods so we can get home. And Odysseus tells them, don't touch the sheep. Don't you remember what we were told and what the prophet told us? Don't touch the sheep.
We went to the world of the dead specifically to hear this advice.
Yeah, and they kill and eat the sheep anyway, and right after they leave shore, a lightning bolt from Zeus vaporizes the ship and kills everyone except Odysseus. Again, the Odyssey, Troy Story 2, aka everybody hates Odysseus.
Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. No one's purpose is to die, girl. Life is much more meaningful than that. Anyway, my purpose is winning a card right now. Good luck with your delusions.
I apologize on her behalf.
It's fine.
Tia, are you dying?
No, she was purely speaking in the hypothetical.
I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But you know, maybe we should listen to her advice, at least a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes. That's actually good advice.
It is. I think your grandma's advice would be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say.
You think retirement is failure?
One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve the world, you should.
Uh-huh. Not sure if that's bleak or inspiring. Depends on who's saying it.
I mean, it seems like she doesn't have much to live for besides trying to quote-unquote serve the world.
Yeah.
The latter. She was right about one thing, though. The past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented.
I mean, I kind of get what she's saying. That if you have something, like you have some ability or something to pass on, or something you can keep sharing with the world, you should. But eventually you gotta hang up the sword, put down the pen, close the book. You can't do it forever. And I agree with what you said, Ameena. The fact that she's so devout and so loyal to the gods and, is blessed by them even. But I wonder if that's all she has.
That's really depressing.
Yeah, that's extremely depressing.
She should kiss Jade.
It is really depressing that if all she's got is her service, that... Now look, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. There's a lot of people in real life who are like that. They are their job, and they don't want to leave it. But there's more to life than just oaths, promises, your job, and stuff like that. I don't mean to quote a video game character. Actually, no. Yes, I do. But Sonic said it best. Isn't there more to being a knight than serving a king? There's more to one person than just their job. Or one part of said job. So, you know...
Hot take. Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Secret of the Rings is overhated.
They are. They both are.
Which means this too could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Knowledge of something so vile must be scarce and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. That's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
Just because you forget something doesn't mean it goes away.
Yeah. In fact, the idea that you can just burn it and just abandon it, bury it, and hope no one ever finds it, that is the dumbest thing you can do, because eventually someone is going to find it again. And if you haven't told people why it's dangerous...
Or how to stop it.
Then it'll be worse. It'll always get worse. So, to quote the Blood Ravens from Warhammer 40k, knowledge is power, guard it well. Because, again, it doesn't matter if it's vile or dangerous, like she says, then it needs to be protected and people need to be educated about it so they know how bad it is. Simply throwing it in a pit, burying it, and then tearing up the map solves nothing. Because it'll eventually find its way back. You know, because in a weird way, at least in a fantasy world, vile and terrible things sometimes have a will of their own, and they want to be found. So...
Like the One Ring.
Yes, exactly like the One Ring. That's what I'm referencing.
I have never come across anything like this anywhere in the Aperture's library.
Granted, the Aperture's only been standing for a little over 2 decades, no? Its library can't be that vast.
Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold, but I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored.
What are you considering? We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something.
Good idea, but that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives.
Is that a book club?
An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the Great Seven Madian archives, the Gaian one to be specific. Legend has it there used to be one on each plane, even Tuat, the plane of the dead. They were once filled with all the knowledges of the cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell to an unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you know perhaps where to find this archive?
Nope. Not much of a librarian, unfortunately.
Disappointing.
But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all those scholarly people that pass through here. Of course. I can do that.
Perhaps you could start by asking that bounty hunter when she's done gambling all of her money away.
You know, you should try gambling a little bit of money. You might actually relax a bit. You could ask her yourself, too.
I would rather not.
I'll take that terrible task off your hands, then.
Don't you dare. I mean, wonderful. You don't need more than a day to take care of all this, right?
I could do with a little more time.
Nonsense. We don't have more time.
Well, I guess you'll have to go do it yourself, then!
I need your full commitment on this, innkeeper.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't play favorites. This is very short notice.
As are disasters, typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning.
Okay.
In the meantime... Oh, sorry.
In the meantime, you should rest.
Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult.
You can make your prayers before you go to bed. Una was right. A good night's sleep would do wonders for you. Besides, your scales are starting to look like wrinkles. I could even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa.
Fine. I'll take one, or two, though they won't be put to much use. If I rest now, who will this world have faith in?
Everyone.
And each other.
Yeah, and each other.
I shall see you tomorrow.
It's always nice to see burnout happening in real time. Don't worry. I'll go with her and make some soup. Soup always helps me when I have a headache, and it looks like she had a big one. Do you want some soup as well? Yes, please. I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies? No? Thank you, Clay. Anytime, and the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day. I'll take some of those coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some Astro friends might make you feel a little better. Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I want to carve them into stars. I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go. Do you like being angry?
No. Do you?
No, but I don't. But I do believe that anger is necessary. Look, I've told y'all this before, but if y'all will allow me to get a little bit personal here, one thing I am sick and tired of hearing, especially from people in my family, is the whole, you can't be angry. You shouldn't be angry. Who says? Why not? There's this vastly growing stigma about being angry, and I'm getting sick of it. It is okay to be angry.
You just can't linger on it forever and let it rule all your choices.
And sometimes people need to get angry so they can burn off energy or frustration that is bothering them.
Literally, actually, that's part of why we have emotions in the first place, to help rebalance our bodies.
Correct. And the thing about anger is that when you're angry, heat, emotion, energy builds up and needs to find a way out. It could be some people do it through fighting or exercise or things like that. And sometimes people like me, when I get angry, need to rant, need to be angry, or just need to be frustrated at something. And most of the time, again, controlled and directed anger is not a problem. It becomes righteous anger if it's directed at something that's wrong. What you don't want is to let your anger consume you and basically let it become wrath, or rage, because at that point it targets everything.
As far as I know, one healthy thing to do was to feel your emotions, find out where in the body you feel it, grab onto it, and throw it away. Then afterwards, you can make informed decisions that aren't based on just being lost in your own head.
That is true. Remember, difficult decisions need to be made with a clear head. You may have something in the back of your mind or in the pit of your stomach or even in your heart that tells you otherwise, but you need to think clearly before you make any decision. You want a good example of how that whole having a clear head kind of works? Here's an example. Let's say you want to go grocery shopping. If you're going to go grocery shopping, make sure you eat beforehand. If you go grocery shopping while you're hungry, your stomach and your mind will work against you, and you will end up buying more stuff than you actually need because you're hungry.
Your brain saw food and said food.
Yeah, and it gets more than you need. So remember, find moments where you can think clearly. It's okay to be passionate, but passion can be channeled into righteous anger. But passion will fall to anger, which will then fall to rage. And at that point, well, someone's probably going to get hurt. You or someone else. So, no, I really don't. Me neither. But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it is important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. It just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. And I am going to jot that down under amazing quotes that come from unexpected games. Be a whole person, Clay. And don't be scared of who that is. I'll try, Innkeeper. Thank you. I hope you find a way back to yourself, too. Thank you, Clay. Me too. How many screenshots do you already have?
2 today.
2 today and probably a few more.
Skeleton.
Hey, Mira. Hello, guest. Welcome back, Mira. Glad you got your Twitch back. Top of the morning to you. It's evening. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm supposed to give him a Teddy Roosevelt voice like from Epic Rap Battles of History. Let's see, I gotta get back in the mindset of that. Let's see. Welcome to my tavern. Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. With whom do I have the pleasure today?
No way. A speaking skeleton? I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Hello there! How incredibly rude of me to leave out introductions. My name is Scully.
And he's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully. And that one over here is my friend Jade.
Ah, a fellow Mida, but with more skin left. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una and her friend Jade. Scully, shouldn't you be named after a gemstone? As far as I'm aware, Mida last names reference their bones, no? Correct! But I cannot remember what my poor bones are made out of. Death has left quite a lot of gaps in this head of mine.
Let me have a look. Seems like alabaster to me. Hard to say without a thorough analysis, though.
What is alabaster?
It's a type of stone.
Alabaster? That does sound familiar. Like an old name, perhaps? I'm not sure, but it's worth investigating. Thank you, Jade. Still, let us stick with Scully until we have more detailed information.
I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. What a coincidence. I happen to want to say the exact same thing. But wouldn't it be rude of us to leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself? I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones?
Mira, this is Tavern Talk. Basically, it's part visual novel, part drink simulator. You're basically a tavern owner in a fantasy world, and you make drinks that are like potions for all of your guests. And you send them on quests, you get to know their stories, all that kind of stuff. And these characters are amazing. I love all of them. Well, that is true. I haven't seen another Mida since I woke up. So anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 centuries ago.
See, it's a match already. Would it be a shame if the two of you were to become friends? What is the sentence?
I think she's messing with her.
Anyway, see ya.
That was quick. Indeed.
I guess a woman her age knows what she wants.
Oh no. Good mythical morning. Oh god, no, not Hex. Oh no.
He looks mischievous.
Makeon, if you're still here, I have to tell you, the moment I saw Hex for the first time and had him say good mythical morning, I lost my mind. But the more I look at this kid, at least I think, how old is he? Like, I've got his thing in here. I call him a kid because he acts like it. Oh no, he's 48, but he's a half elf, so he might as well be a kid or a teenager. The more I look at this guy, the more I want to, I'm not sure. Part of me wants to shake his hand, and another part of me wants to punch him in the face. I'm not sure why. I think it's his attitude and how smug he looks, but I also good. But again, there's just the other thing I love. Another cool little detail: the tassel. hanging from, I don't know if that's an earring or from his hair, but I love the tassel. It's really cool. It kind of reminds me of Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I dig it. I relate way too much to him. It's well past sunset, Hex. Yeah, that might be true, but it's still morning somewhere. I know. Oh, you know what you know what I'm talking about with Claude? Yes. Or Khalid, right? That was his original name.
Khalid.
Huh?
Khalid.
Khalid, right. Originally, Claude was supposed to be Khalid, so I kind of pitched him with Claude in mind, but didn't tell the narrative people. Hey, that's fine. Claude's a badass character. But you should have had him pop in upside down at some point. That would have been funny too. Also, I think he's got. Wait a minute. Is that a Fey crystal on his hat? That looks like a Fey crystal. Hold on. It's different colored, but it looks like a Fey crystal. See, you got it. But today I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Today we're going to celebrate my sister. Just a pendant from a friendship bracelet. Ah, okay.
Greetings, everyone.
Come on in. Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully.
Jade.
You can call me Hex. And this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're here to celebrate, not to roast. Though some fire might be fun.
Keep your arson to yourself. No fireballs inside. Hexagon.
I love how you just called it like no fireballs inside. Hexagon. If you insist, a fireless party it is then. My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion? My wonderfully talented sister successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis today. She can now call herself an actual, full-blown Selenite witch.
It's not that special, honestly. I beg to differ. That's majorly a big deal. Congrats.
I want the skeleton's hat. Give me his hat. I think he keeps stuff in there, Jarrett. I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed.
His hat could rival Doug Dimmadome.
Yeah. Yes. Scully Dimmadome. Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Yeah.
You're very sweet. Thank you.
I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation?
Hex already told me that you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to have a taste of one of your creations, Innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something to me?
Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired after debating your professors all day.
That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up.
Coming right up. And I know exactly what she wants from her saying that. Let's see. So we do have this, like, infused with confidence and agility. But no, we need the nebula. Because it literally rewires your synapses, inspiring great ideas and even greater stories. Yeah, she needs to pick me up for her brain. So, let's go with this one then. One sparkling nebula. Fun fact, Grace is trans. We don't specifically say it, but like her color scheme is the... Oh shit, you right! Her color scheme is the flag. Okay. Yeah, it is. All right, well, that's cool. We want to make sure we get everyone. We want to make sure we get everyone's pronouns correct here. So, let's see. We'll call. We'll make sure we use everyone's proper pronouns, and except for Fable. She is her, mine, hers, and ours, because I am adopting this child. I know she's 110 and she's basically an adult, but like, this is no joke. Like, I would literally be like, you are mine now. You live in my forest of memories. You can take care of the stuff here. You can do whatever you want, but you're mine now. And if anyone fucks with you, I'm going to make them disappear. I love them too. I love them so much. They're a great character. Alright, one Sparkling Nebula coming up. Fable is our child. Yeah. Like, I am curious, what exactly, like, because you're the artist, did you, like, were you tasked with coming up the character, like, did they give you concepts and then you made the characters, or did you make the characters and pitch the concept and designs to them? I'm curious how that works. But Zarut, Fable has a nut allergy, and you're the nuttiest goober in the peanut patch. She does. She did say she was allergic. So, meh. Fine. But yeah, Makeon, I am curious, like, so, did they, like, tell you we want a kind of, like, shy, has to grow into the role of a hero elf? Or did you come up with a character and then pitch it to them? Most characters were pitched by the narrative people. Some were based on sketches I did. Okay, cool. So, what about Fable? Because I'm guessing since she's kind of like a main character, because she kind of is, she's on, like, she's in... Sorry, I apologize. Since they... Still learning. Since they are in the trailer, and they are kind of like the face of the game, I'm wondering, like, were they, like, pitched by you or by the narrative people? One Sparkling Nebula coming up. Fable, Care, Kyle, and Ray were the very first characters. They kind of got worked out into... Ah, okay. Cool. Makes sense.
My, this is delightful.
See? Told you. He definitely knows his craft. Say, Innkeeper, do you have a PhD in mixology by any chance? Fun fact, you can get a PhD in mixology. Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it.
I can tell, your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now.
Oh, really? I'm down. Sorry, I love debating with people. It's fun. And again, debating, not arguing. Debates are good. It helps you kind of get your mind right and helps you kind of understand everyone's point of view. Anyone else up for a drink?
Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier.
Scully? Hex, what about you two? I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment for these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring back the charm of the old days. At your service. Alright. Something charming. I mean, he's already charming. So, let's see. Charm of the old days. Well, I think we got something for that. Yeah, Sunny Breeze could do that because it's, yeah, tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. One Sunny Breeze. So, one shot of dexterity without spilling it all over my table. Let's see. 2 shots of intelligence. Oh, right, I need an infusion, I just realized.
I was about to say.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Undo. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. That'll work. Hey, Pun! What's up, buddy? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, one and all. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, the Guardian of the Forest of Memories. Tonight, I'm playing Tavern Talk, which is a fantasy drink mixing simulator, along with where you make potions and interact with fantasy people in this amazing universe. But I'm not alone tonight. I have my girlfriend with me.
Hi.
Ameena is here, and we've been reading the characters and kind of messing around. So welcome. Hey, Pun, thank you very much for the raid. What were you up to? Hold on a minute. Let's give Pun a shout out. Playing Hunt Showdown. Nice. Very nice. I can't wait. I think I've seen some art, but I want to see more fan art of Pun in a cowboy outfit. Because that's the Wild West kind of game, right? Hunt Showdown? I think it is. Let's see. So, 1 shot of dexterity. But yeah, y'all caught us just in time. We are making a drink for someone. Nice. Alright. So we added an infusion, and now we're just filling the thing with potion ingredients. There we go. One sunny breeze. Here you go. A drink for the charming gentleman. Oh! What a lovely taste! It warms my bones, inside and out.
Should I be worried?
Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, theopractically, it would be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bones. You just need...
You and your wild dreams, Hexy. Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once.
All that talking about studying and degrees brings back so many old memories. I also was a scholar once. I love the hex symbol. Yeah, I love the dynamic. I'm already feeling it. I spent my life as an archivist. That's my boy. Because at the Gaian Everbloom Archives, to be precise. Wait. Before my, well, supposedly eternal slumber.
I've read a lot about the old archivists, but I've never had the chance to talk to one. Well, obviously, they're all dead.
All of them?
Yes, the archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now.
Oh, well that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gotten lost with them.
I guess so. If you don't mind me, Scully, I'd love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge.
It would be my pleasure. But sadly, I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below ground and without sunlight don't seem to have been good for my memory. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or their ruins, rather. Do you remember the environment surrounding them? Maybe that could help. A little, I believe. I might have even woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders, as sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made it out of the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steppes or a poisonous lake. The liquid in that lake could singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone that fell into that lake once. I remember it as if it were yesterday. Well, that sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold. Wouldn't necessarily agree. They say the books and scrolls of the Maidan archives contain all the mysteries of our world and the realms that surround us. Of course, you have to protect that knowledge. Would be a shame if someone... Anyway.
I think I know the place Scully's talking about.
Oh?
It sounds just like the Gravel Mac. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way a location like that exists twice. On that plane, at least. Or else I would have heard of it.
I wouldn't recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. But think about all those hidden treasures. Knowledge left untouched for millennia.
That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you.
Fine.
Your delicate wizard sensibilities wouldn't last a day in the Gravel Mac anyway.
Oh, and you would?
Who can say? Anyway, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets of the trade today already.
Thank you for your reluctant service. See, that right there, when she got up, it would be nice to hear a chair slide out, and then maybe hear her walking to the door, and then hear the door open and like a bell ring, because we now know, okay, she left. What a lovely young lady! She would have made for a great archivist. And a grumpy one.
I'm sure she's just had a long day. As have I, honestly. I'm very tired.
I'm absolutely sure of that. But you should be proud of yourself nonetheless. You seem like the kind of person to downplay your achievements. And getting your PhD really isn't something small or insignificant.
It's nothing, really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality.
Scully's and my point still stands, and I'm sure your brother would agree with us. Absolutely!
You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late.
A splendid idea, as I would expect from a witch like you. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, innkeeper. I will. Theopractically. Alright, what do we got? Let's see. Which one did we get recently? Oh! The Maiden Archives once held the infinite knowledge of the cosmos. The guy in Everbloom could hide answers no one's quite ready for.
And then the faded Everbloom archives are located deep within the Gravelmac.
Yeah. And then this one. Deep within the Gravelmac hide Longlock's treasures and terrifyingly bleak stalkers, though the verdict is still out on their cuteness level. Let's see. Is that the right one? I think so. Yeah. Raiders of the Lost Archives. The Lost Maiden Everbloom Archives are said to offer infinite knowledge to anyone with unanswered questions. Its ruins lie deep within the Gravelmac, a dangerous and lifeless mountain range that even seasoned adventurers try to avoid. If that wasn't enough, the mountains are also said to be haunted by nightmarish bleak stalkers. Let's just hope they don't find any abandoned archives cozy and inviting. Trouble in Paradise. Day 9. Or sorry, 9th of the Astral Moon. See, there's someone I really want to meet in this game. He's a guest, and I want him to show up. I'm hoping he does sometime. Hey, Clay, you're back! Good morning! Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did!
It took ages for you to fall asleep.
I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup.
I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams.
Did she?
I don't remember.
Sounds like you slept well then.
Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started.
Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. What do you mean he's at soup? Yeah. What do you mean you're at soup? I mean I'm at soup. What store are you in? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Oh, God, I love that meme. Code Mint is great. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it.
So he ate it.
Oh no, I'm not getting any of that soup then. Well, I hope Andu enjoyed that soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course! Did you two enjoy your soup?
Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired.
And Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What'd you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope?
Not quite.
Many things. Like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and the mini axes.
That sounds delightful.
I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so?
He offered to cook for my family, and I can't offer I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny.
You can just say they're garbage. But-
are not garbage. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now?
That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before?
No, not thus far. Though I have always wanted to.
Our snow dragon building competitions are famous.
I've never heard of those.
Oh,
But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories that Elisane told me was that of the ever-burning flame.
oh, hang on.
It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen.
I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead.
Blasphemous hearsay is all that it is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us.
Yeah, so... Okay, what I'm getting from this is Alethea is the type of person who would read the story about Prometheus stealing fire from the gods and giving it to humanity, and would basically say that, no, Prometheus deserved to get chained to the rock because Zeus would have given mankind fire at some point.
To be fair, Hercules set him free.
I mean, Heracles.
Heracles set him free.
Heracles, yeah. I mean, you're right, but still.
I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame.
I mean, I had someone in the tavern recently who said he was going to pay respects to a certain flame. He fell down the steps of the tavern and died. Yeah.
And it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands,
That's a Dark Souls joke, by the way, for anyone who didn't get it.
keeping the hope of Hysteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide no less.
I've never visited it before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varica. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about?
I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest.
I have one more question.
Fine, one more. What's your favorite color? Are you serious? Who cares about such trivialities as purple?
I do. Me too!
Fine, I shall indulge you both. It's turquoise.
Interesting. I thought it would be purple.
No, purple is a beautiful color. The color of my order, in fact. But turquoise is...
Calming and beautiful?
exactly that.
You should wear more turquoise then. Wearing your favorite color is like free happiness.
Such things do not matter to me. Representing my order is much more important.
If you say so. Clay, what's your favorite color? Orange! The color of friendship!
A good choice. Now, the quest.
Of course. Would you like me to dye it? Would you like me to dye it turquoise?
No.
So I'm assuming you're going together.
Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along.
You're literally going to deal with a bunch of creepy, scary monsters, and he could talk to animals. Why is that unfortunate?
It is a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior.
But he's still a warrior.
Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers?
I mean, hold on. Is he lawful good? I bet he's lawful good. Oh, neutral good? Really?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her suit then?
Exactly.
Well, that makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat.
They like to eat you.
Only if they're hungry.
Could you at least try to be reasonable?
He is being reasonable. I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tasted that one, actually. We could test it for you.
Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them.
If that's of concern, I could offer you some citrine. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. And I just realized that I just mentioned some blasphemous, divine level blasphemy to a cleric of Cassiopeia. Because remember, the citrine gems they said were divine blasphemies. What the hell is wrong with me?
Citrine can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that?
Someone gave it to me? Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strengthened citrine will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. Alright, I love Lady Anwar, but I'm going with Clay on this one. Let's see, honey flowers. Yeah, this is inspiration, so... Alright, so we need something with 3 things of defense and one thing of charm, so yeah, this'll do. Let's see, first snow. So 1 shot, add another shot of dexterity. And then the rest of it's all constitution. There we go. That'll do just fine. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I would love to hear the story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs! Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia.
Let's hope I'll be lucky again.
Luck has nothing to do with it.
Fine. I trust your judgment.
You're damn
innkeeper.
right. Yeah, you're damn right you do. Good. You should. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper, but we should get going now.
Indeed. Wait. Why are you in such a hurry?
Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that.
You can always leave early if it takes too long.
And what about you?
What about me?
You're also coming.
I have to work.
You also have to eat. Saving the world's bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows?
I will consider it. Let's hurry then.
Let's! Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah! Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest.
It shall be so.
See you soon! Wait. I'm wondering now. Hang on a minute. Okay. Well, well. Let's see. What, oh, yeah. Greetings, innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. Makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting. And painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that can help out in this specific situation? I want to be...
Kitty face.
I want to be able to help out every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right. A drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Steel tonic. Unfortunately, we are out of time, so I'm going to have to save here. And I'm sad because, like, the guy I want to see is still not here yet. He should have been here already. His, his partner showed up, but I didn't see him anywhere. And when he gets here, I'm going to lose my mind. So, with that in mind, I hope you all had a wonderful time tonight. It means a lot that you were here. As always, I've been Zaruk Windcaller. It's been a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you. Have a wonderful night. I will see you all on Monday. Say goodnight, Ameena.
Bye.
All right. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.